Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
Before we start our lesson for today, I need to remind you about the health policies on safe and secure learning environment. So, we have to wear a mask, both the learner and the teacher. We have the social distance, and we need to wash our hands. Our objective: derive inductively the relationship of the exterior and interior angles of a convex polygon. So, we will have a pretest, multiple choice. Write the letter of the correct answer on a sheet of paper. Number 1. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle. Letter A, 60 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 180 degrees. Letter D, 360 degrees. Number 2. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex quadrilateral. Letter A, 60 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 180 degrees. And letter D, 360 degrees. Number 3. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex pentagon. Letter A, 60 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 360 degrees. Letter D, 540 degrees. Number 4. The measures of the exterior angles of a square. Letter A, 60 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 360 degrees. And letter D, 540 degrees. Number 5. The measures of the exterior angles of a regular hexagon. Letter A, 60 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 360 degrees. And letter D, 540 degrees. We have our pretest. We'll try to answer the pretest. For number 1, we have letter C. Number 2, we have letter D. Number 3, letter D. Number 4, letter B. And for the last number, we have letter A. We need to review our previous lesson. So we have the first problem. It is a polygon of 5 sides. Tito, can you answer the problem? Very good, Tito. That is a pentagon. We have number 2. It is a polygon of 8 sides. Bernard Allen, can you answer the problem? Very good, Bernard Allen. The answer is an octagon. We are in number 3. It is a polygon of 6 sides. Catherine, answer the problem. Very good, Catherine. The answer is a hexagon. Number 4, it is a polygon of 10 sides. Mary Rose, I know you can answer it. Very good, Mary Rose. We have a decagon. And for the last number, it is a polygon of 7 sides. Mark, can you answer the problem? Very good, Mark. The answer is a heptagon. Congratulations, class. So, you understand the topic that we have discussed last meeting. So, let's clap our hands. the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a polygon. The polygon is a triangle. So the measure of angle A equals 60, the measure of angle B equals 30, and the measure of angle C equals 90. 60 plus 30 plus 90 is 180 degrees. The formula in finding the sum of the measures of the angles of interior angles of a polygon is S equals n minus 2 times 180 degrees, wherein n is the number of sides. How many sides are there in a triangle? So there are 3 sides. So 3 minus 2 times 180, that is 1 times 180, and 1 times 180 is 180 degrees. So the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. We need to find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of the convex quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral. We have 2 triangles. One is 180, the other one is 180. So we have 360 degrees. But we will be using the formula. The formula is S equals n minus 2 times 180. What is n? N is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 is 360 degrees. Find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex pentagon. A pentagon is a polygon of 5 sides. So S equals n minus 2 times 180 degrees. N is 5. 5 minus 2 times 180, that is 3 times 180, 540 degrees. Or, this is 180, this is another 180, this is another 180, 180 times 3 is 540 degrees. We have our generalization. How do we find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex polygon? Nilda, can you answer the problem? Very good, Nilda. The answer is we use the formula S equals m minus 2 times 180 degrees, wherein S is the sum of the measures of the angles of a polygon and n is a number of sides. Good job! We have the following activity. So find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of the following convex polygon. I will be answering problem number 1. Problem number 2 to 4 will be for group 1. And problem number 5 to 7 will be for group 2. So for number 1, we have a hexagon. That is 6 minus 2 times 180. And what is the answer? 720 degrees. So we are now in problem number 2. We have Esmeralda for group 1. So what is the answer, Esmeralda? 900 degrees. Good job, Esmeralda. How about for problem number 3? We have an octagon. What is your answer, Alan? The answer is 1080 degrees. Very good, Alan. For problem number 4, we have Cha. What is your answer, Cha? 1260 degrees. Very good. We are already in group 2. We have a decagon. What is the answer, Anna Pauline? Anna Pauline, what is the answer? Very good, Anna Pauline. The answer is 1440 degrees. For number 6, we have Christina. What is the answer, Christina? The answer is 1620 degrees. Very good, Christina. And for the last number, we have Teresa. What is the answer, Teresa? The answer is 1800 degrees. Very good, Teresa. So, the teacher should try to explain to the learners the difficult problem that they need to understand, that is care for learners. And we have objective number 6. Finding the number of sides given S and the measure of interior angles of a convex polygon. Deriving the formula, S equals n minus 2 times 180 degrees. 180 times n is 180n. 180 times negative 2 is negative 360. S plus 360 equals 180n. So n equals S plus 360 degrees divided by 180 degrees. What is the formula in finding the measure of interior angle of a convex polygon? The measure of interior angle of a convex polygon is represented by S over n, where S is the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex polygon and n is the number of sides. Given S equals 180 degrees, find the number of sides of a regular polygon and the measure of each interior angle. We have the formula m equals S plus 360 divided by 180. S is 180. 180 plus 360 divided by 180. 540 divided by 180 is 3. So we have a regular polygon. Regular means it is equilateral at the same time equiangular. So the triangle is an equilateral triangle at the same time equiangular triangle. So in order to find the measure of interior angle, the formula is S over n. What is S? 180 degrees divided by 3. So the measure of each interior angle of a regular triangle is 60 degrees. Given S equals 360 degrees, find the number of sides of a regular polygon and the measure of each interior angle. So we need to write the formula n equals S plus 360 divided by 180. 360 plus 360 is 720 divided by 180 is 4. So we have a quadrilateral. Since that is a regular polygon, that is a square. So we have a square. So what is the measure of each interior angle of a square? S over n. What is S? 360. 360 divided by 4. And so the measure of an interior angle is equal to 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. How do we find the number of sides m and the measure of an interior angle of a convex regular polygon given S? Edit, can you answer the problem? So m equals S plus 360 over 180 and the measure of an interior angle equals S over n. Very good, Eddie. Find the number of sides and the measure of the interior angle of a regular convex polygon given S. Number 1, 2,880 degrees. Number 2, 5,040 degrees. Number 3, 3,240 degrees. I am giving you time to answer. What is the formula for finding n? N equals S plus 360 degrees divided by 180 degrees. And what is the formula in finding the measure of an interior angle? The measure of an interior angle equals S over n. So, I'm giving you time to answer. What is the answer to number 1? So we have the number of sides is 18 and the measure of each interior angle is 160 degrees. How about number 2? N is 30 and the measure of its interior angle is 168 degrees. Next, n is 20, and what is the measure of its interior angle? The measure of its interior angle is 162 degrees. Finding the measures of the exterior angles of a regular convex polygon, where m is the measure of an angle and n is the number of sides. The measure of an exterior angle equals 360 degrees divided by n. Find the measure of its exterior angle of a regular convex polygon of 3 sides. The formula is 360 divided by n. What is n? N is 3. So 360 divided by 3. So the measure of an exterior angle is 120 degrees. Do not forget that interior plus exterior equals 180. If the interior is 60, the exterior is 120 degrees. Find the measure of its exterior angle of a square. The interior angle of a square is 90, so the exterior angle is also 90. We can use the formula 360 degrees divided by n. N is 4, 360 divided by 4, and that is 90 degrees. How do we find the measures of exterior angles of a convex regular polygon? Joy, please answer the problem. The measure of an exterior angle equals 360 divided by n. Very good, Joy. You got it correct. Activity: find the measure of an exterior angle of a regular convex polygon. Everybody will answer the problem. I'm giving you time to answer the given problem. For number 1, what is the answer? 45 degrees. How about number 2? 40 degrees. And for the last number, 36 degrees. Very good, class. Real-life application of polygons. The tiles that we walk on are squared in shape, which implies that they are polygons. Real-life application of polygon. The truss of a building or bridge, the walls of the building and others are examples of polygon. So it has something to do with architecture, PLE for drafting. How can we help our indigenous group? So we have an indigenous material and a plastic. Who can answer the problem? Cecile, can you answer the problem? Ma'am, by patronizing their indigenous material to help them earn a living. Very good, Cecile. Multiple choice. Write the letter of the correct answer on a sheet of paper. Number 1. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a hexagon. Letter A, 360 degrees. Letter B, 540 degrees. Letter C, 720 degrees. Letter D, 900 degrees. Number 2. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex hexagon. Letter A, 360 degrees. Letter B, 540 degrees. Letter C, 720 degrees. Letter D, 900 degrees. Number 3. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of the convex pentagon. Letter A, 360 degrees. Letter B, 540 degrees. Letter C, 720 degrees. Letter D, 900 degrees. Number 4. the measures of the interior angles of a square. Letter A, 60 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 180 degrees. Letter D, 540 degrees. Number 5, the measures of the exterior angles of a regular octagon. Letter A, 45 degrees. Letter B, 60 degrees. Letter C, 90 degrees. Letter D, 108 degrees. So for our post test, for number 1, the answer is C. Number 2, we have D. Number 3, we have B. Number 4, B. And for the last number, we have letter A. Comfort oneself with a perfect propriety in a polygonal society, one ought to be a polygon oneself. Author Edwin A. Abbott. Thank you for watching.